Today, I'm bringing you along to my CoolSculpting appointment. From my understanding, how CoolSculpting works is that the machine freezes your fat cells so that they die and then your body can naturally eliminate them over time. I probably wouldn't recommend this to anybody who's looking for extreme weight loss. I've already done 2 rounds of CoolSculpting about this time last year on my Saddlebags right here. And it worked really, really well. I think what it's good for is targeting specific areas. Unfortunately, the areas that we are a lot of times most self-conscious with are not always our fault. Like, I work out and I eat healthy, and yeah, if I was perfect, it probably wouldn't be a problem. But some of those problems areas can be genetic and hormonal, and that's why we're struggling to lose fat in those areas. So I have turned to CoolSculpting. I don't really ever plan on having a flawless diet or a 7-day-a-week workout routine, but I am getting older and I started to see that I was really developing a lot of fat on the sides of my legs. I was getting like a point worth of fat, that it was not my butt, it was not my thighs, it was those saddlebags, and I had to get rid of them. And CoolSculpting really helped. Now, it was recommended last year that I do 1 more treatment and I just didn't get around to it. But today I'm going to be going back, and I think the areas we're doing is the outside of my thighs and the inside of my thighs, which I am super excited about. I just want to remind you that if you're considering getting CoolSculpting, it's important to talk to your doctor. This is a medical procedure. Now listen, I am going, I believe in it. I'm spending my own money on it. I have and I am again. But with all things, there are risks. Like, I remember a couple years ago, maybe longer, there was like the super famous supermodel who did CoolSculpting and her body had the opposite reaction and she started gaining weight. Now that's obviously like a vanity metric, but it just is important for you to know that there are risks, so you need to talk to a professional. This video is just about my experience, my thoughts on it, and for entertainment. Whether you're thinking about getting CoolSculpting or you've never heard of CoolSculpting before, this video is just supposed to be taken light. It's definitely not any medical advice. So I'm gonna shut up now and let's get going to my appointment. You've arrived at Sculpt Spa. If you follow me on social media, then you know how much I love this place. This is where I get my eyebrows done, my facials, my Botox, and my CoolSculpting. They offer a lot of other services. I'll make sure that I link them, so if you want to check out any of the services I get or something else, you can check out their Instagram and book an appointment. Now, Sculpt Spa is in Summerlin and I live in Henderson, and this is significant because it takes me at least 30 minutes without traffic to get here. But I am just so diligent about making sure that I'm getting the absolute best service I possibly can, especially when it comes to the way I look and I feel, and I want to make sure that I'm going somewhere reputable and that cares about me and that is clean and sanitary and where I get good results. And so that is why I'm willing to drive over 30 minutes to come all the way over here. Sure, there's a lot of places closer to me that offer those exact same services, but this is where I choose to go every single time. Just checked in and I have to fill out a little consent form before I can get started. So this is the room where the magic happens. Those are the paddles and that is the CoolSculpting machine. A nice comfy robe. I am going to go and change into my socks and my little like medical bikini so we can take before pictures, and then also I just have to wear that during the procedure, so let me change. Before you can be sexy, you need to be this. And I'll just pop the door open so that she knows I'm ready. I'm into it. Okay, so this way? Yeah. And then hands up like this. Like an ocean, I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away. No way to change our yesterday. No way to change our yesterday. Stayed in but felt so far away. So let me try to focus this.
A few moments later.
So when we did my consultation, the areas we talked about were my outer thigh, my inner thigh, and then my sides of my stomach. So we have started with the inner thigh, and then we are going to obviously do the sides of my stomach today, and they'll be back to hook up this. So this one and this one are each 35 minutes. So we'll do one and then switch, or I don't know if they'll do the other side. It doesn't matter. When the machine turns on, it's obviously really cold at first, and it does get a little bit prickly. I don't know if I would call it painful, but it's kind of like sharp, and then it'll just go numb. All right, they're ready to hook up the other one. So I'm all hooked up. They did opposite side, opposite leg, and then once the time is out, then they will switch it. So far I don't feel any pain. Maybe because they had to attach this one, so I wasn't thinking about my leg, but when I got the outsides of my thighs done, like I said, it's really cold, and then it's just a little prickly, and then you don't feel anything. So I'm just gonna sit here and relax. They have a TV and snacks over here, and then I have my water, but I'm probably just gonna work on my phone. Okay, so we're done with the first side and the first leg, and we're taking a little break, and then we'll be right back at it. All right, so we have switched sides. This is gonna be my right side and then my left leg. I wanted to ask about what the aftercare is, because it's just been a year since I've done this, and I forgot that there is no aftercare. So I can literally leave here today and work out if I want to. I can go in this sauna. I don't have to drink lots of fluids. Obviously, you should do that in general, but that is so nice. You just come in, get treated, and you can just leave. When I first got CoolSculpting, I think I paid $2,800, but that was for 4 paddles. So you have to pay for each side. This has a price and this has a price. It's not just it doesn't just come together. And I think they were running a discount at the time. I signed up for text messages, and they were like, hey, if you come in, before whatever time, you get a discount. And I already knew that I kind of wanted to do it. So I got my consultation. And so I did basically 2 rounds of my outer thighs. And like I said, they recommended doing a 3rd time, and at the time I just didn't get around to doing it. But I will be back because I'll probably do another round of this, probably at least in between my thighs, and then probably one more time on the outside. This is also perfect timing because it's still kind of cold here in Las Vegas, but it's gonna start to get warmer a lot faster, and you start to see results in about 6 weeks. I think to see the full results, it takes 12 weeks, but that'll be just in time for summer. And basically this whole entire summer, that means I'm just gonna get better looking and better looking. So I'm okay with that.
Keep on pushing anyways. I don't know where I'm going. 2 days, one big commotion.
So now I am all done. They gave me some wet wipes so that I can wipe off these marks. Now I am so stupid. I forgot that it's really hard to get off permanent marker, especially when it is frozen to your body. And I wore that crop sweater today, so I'm kind of lazy. I probably won't try to really scrub it off, but I'm gonna look stupid walking around today. It's fine. It actually came off pretty easily. Obviously it'll still be a little red, but it's okay. Now now it's just time to pay and schedule my follow-up. So I made an appointment next week to do my outer thighs, which I thought we were doing today, but I was wrong, whatever. I also was really happy to find out they use a reward system here called ALLE, A-L-L-E, and I had some points because like I said, I get things done here all the time. So I got $120 off. That is awesome. And then like I said, next week I'm coming back to do my outer thighs, and then like 6 weeks after that, you go for a follow-up and they will recommend if you need another treatment or not. When I got my outer thighs done the first time, they recommended at least 2 treatments during my consultation. And my last consultation I did, they said, you know, for my side, I probably would only need maybe 1, maybe 2. And then the inside of my thighs, probably 2 treatments. And then they were like, you still could probably do a 3rd on the outside of your thighs. So I'm really excited. Today went really well. The only little mistake I made is I should have used the wet wipe to like wipe off the whole area where the patch was, not just where the marks were, because like I'm kind of sticky inside of my jeans. But overall, no complaints. I love Sculpt Spa, and I will bring you along next week when they do my outer thighs.